coach, just your thoughts on the game, first of all.
Yeah, I'm proud of our guys. Road win, first of all. It was a good football team we played. They've gotten a lot better. He's done a nice job with this program. I thought our players adjusted well throughout the game. They came out and did a nice job in their opening drive and showed a bunch of new things that we didn't adjust well in that first drive. Offense did a great job responding. I thought throughout the game, anytime momentum went the other way, we took it back. And Julian Gray had a couple nice kickoff returns too, to help us with momentum. I thought Brennan really showed his ID tonight, what he is. I've been waiting to see that because, we don't hit the quarterback in practice. So, he runs and then you're like, you blow the whistle and then he just smiles at me like, Coach, you'll see, and I did. I saw it. That guy's tough. He is a tough dude. And so excited for him and the way he played, the way he led. It was good to see some of our young players get in there. I thought, KC Conception, his first game, caught the ball well. Michael Allen ran the ball well. So that was good to see. Got, two nice sacks by two of our defensive ends. And it's a ton we got to fix before we play Notre Dame, but it was a good win.
What is Brennan Armstrong's resiliency and ability to keep getting up after some of those tackles?
He likes contact. One time he got hit, he was like, where's that guy? I'm going to go run him over. Like the guy's just a linebacker playing quarterback. You love that about him. And so he's a tough dude. And our kids will feed off of that, having that kind of guy back there.
Peyton took on such a big leadership role during the offseason. This is the first time you got to see it kind of on a game day in the lead up to a game day. What'd you see from him?
Yeah, without watching the film, it's hard to give you a good critique. I loved how hard he played. It was great to see him make that play to finish the game. But yeah, the guy's an incredible leader on our defense. He just makes a lot of plays, and it's a pretty clean game. Only to have one penalty in our opening game. That says a lot, I think, about the discipline of the team, and the execution in a lot of ways was good.
Do you have a word or a phrase that you kind of want this season to embody?
You should give me a little time on that one. That's tough. I think, we talk about our goals and our football team. It's really about becoming a better version of ourselves daily, and all I asked them to do today was be as good as they could be. That's it. And when we watch this film, we're going to find a lot of things we got to be better at. The goal of this team is just to be better each week and not look ahead too far and then turn around and see, hopefully, a string of victories, and if we can just stay in the moment and honor I know this isn't a word for you, but just like we talked about time today, just honor the fact that you have today. Honor the 24 hours that God gave you, the gift of playing in a game, because these games are limited and they're not promised. And just trying to be in the moment, with this team as much as we can be. And I think last year we talked so much about what we could do instead of just focusing in on what we got to do today, and that's really where we're at.
Have you heard anything about Rakeem at this point?
So far, everything I've been told is positive, but they're going to keep him overnight, to make sure. But every test that they've done so far has been okay. There's a lot of tests that I'm sure they're going to be doing, but so far so good.
What was the injury?
I can't tell you that. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that.
I was going to say, at the end of the game, you talked a little bit about Peyton making that play, but how fitting was it for somebody like that to step up and make that play?
Well, yeah, to have a season that you want to have or to win a game, like your best player's got to make plays at key moments, right? And he's one of our best players. And so you have two 6th-year players, he and Brennan, that are making big plays in a game to win the game. That's what a 6th-year player should look like, right? And they were the key guys at the end of the game and throughout the game. So, usually the better football teams I've been on, your seniors play like they're running out of time. That they feel that sand running out, and they just play with a different urgency. And you're seeing that right now.
How did your younger guys respond to some of the adjustments and instructions that y'all gave them on the sideline?
It seemed like we did okay with some, not others. I think there's some unique formations and run schemes that we were facing tonight, things that we didn't practice because they were not on tape from last year. And so Some of the guys were better than others, I think, in understanding. That'll be good to watch the film and really see. And even for the coaches to see how they adjusted. Could they have done other things differently to help the guys, you know?
Go ahead.
Casey's another one of those guys where
Yeah.
it's just so tough as a true freshman fighting for those extra yards. What impressed you about him
Yeah,
today?
you know, him and Keon are two guys that you're not going to just like sweep them down. You're going to have to tackle them. They're stronger than people think, probably than they give them credit because of their size, but they're really hard to tackle. They're quick, they can get to top speed in a hurry, and they fight. You know, they're guys with grit. Julian's like that too, you know, and all three of those guys they're stocky and strong and quick, and so they get the ball in space. It's going to be a challenge to get them down.
Come away with a win here, but plenty of lessons to be learned over the next week and basically a week and a half before you face Notre Dame. I mean, is this kind of maybe a perfect situation for you to be able to show them all the film from this and be able to learn from that too?
Yeah, you know, I think people say it all the time, you know, game 1 to game 2, the improvements you can have. And being in a dogfight like this was, I think is good. It pressed our guys. They were challenged. That defensive front for UConn's a good front. And those 4 guys are big, strong, 280 to 300-pound guys. And our O-line will get a lot out of that film. I think they're going to be as happy as they were about rushing for 200. They were not happy about, you know, a couple 3rd and shorts that they didn't get, and 4th and short. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a great film.
Is that good?
Thank you guys. Travel safe.